simple, and we're getting it.
I said, don't film me.
As you guys can see, I got some battle wounds over here, battle wounds up here.
If you try to snatch the camera out of his hand, I'll break your neck, bro. It ain't nothing you can do to me, bro.
Welcome to the John Ligato Show. I'm John Ligato. This guy's auditor tag is pigs under pressure. You know, notice the pig over his right shoulder. This happened a few weeks ago, but I'll allow Pig to provide the backstory. Caution, auditors sometimes lie.
So I'm on my way to a job site that I've got a contract with, and a state trooper cuts me off, throws rocks all over my windshield. I pull into my job site and start recording them. I park in a spot that's open to the public.
Well, that's the pig story. The question is any of it true?
Were you just coaching her to feel threatened?
Real quick, can you just move out of my workspace, please? I like to work out of my passenger door, okay?
I'll respect that. I'll back up a little bit. That's fine. Yeah. Why was you reckless driving for back there, brother? Over what? Why would you recklessly drive off the freeway like that? Over monetary gain? Is it over a monetary gain?
Okay.
What's that?
Don't stand behind me. I'm gonna let you record all you want. Okay, you're on camera too.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't stand behind me.
Finally, a cop who refuses to get ensnarled in verbal gymnastics. You know, police have a duty to answer questions, but they have to be pertinent questions involving the citizen. But the two biggest mistakes police make is, number one, they can refuse to speak with anyone who is loud, demanding, or discourteous. They can simply say, speak to me in a respectful tone, and I'll do the same for you. And number two, police should never, and I mean never, answer any question that's not pertinent to the current situation. For example, auditors ask, did you take an oath to the Constitution? They say, do you know what qualified immunity is? And this guy asked these two questions.
Were you just coaching her to feel threatened?
And
Why was you reckless driving for back there, brother? Over.
Just don't stand behind me. All right, officer safety. Okay.
I'm not worried about officer safety.
What you're capable of.
I don't know who you are and what you're capable of either, sir. You got to understand that. What I just seen back there was very aggressive driving over what? A traffic infraction? You are giving me a reaction.
What you can and cannot do.
Your aggressive driving is why you're being filmed right now. So, and you can't depict or decide what I can and cannot do as long as I'm not breaking the law. Any chance I can just get your information so I can roll? I need to file a complaint for my windshield.
well, that report would constitute a felony for filing a false police report, as we'll see.
Well, I'm pretty good until this guy caught me off and spit a bunch of rocks in my face exiting the freeway like a psychopath. No, the officer. The officer's the one who did it. He came off of I-19 onto the Irvington off-ramp through the rocks, over everything. You sergeant? Well, I mean, those 3 bars say something. You know Escoboza then, huh? I don't like that guy. So, I need his information. You don't like Escoboza? No. Why not? He beat me in the back of the head while I was on the ground.
You know, I'd make a comment here, but it's really not needed. I just hope that Trooper Escoboza receives an award.
This was 2 years ago, 2020.
Out here?
Huh?
Out here?
Yep. Right on I-10, and now what's he doing now? What's he doing to my vehicle now? Let's go talk to him. What's that? Oh, well, he's right behind my... No, I'm going to the back of my truck. What are you doing here, sir? What are you doing here?
Doing his job. Don't worry about what he's doing.
I've got an exemption, dummy. I've got an exemption. And you're about to fuck up a federal investigation. Is that what you want?
Yeah, we can do that.
You can fuck up a federal investigation, yeah?
In the middle of our duty.
What's your name and your badge number now?
Trooper Via.
Trooper
Badge
Via?
Number 10668.
10668. Is it in your policy to write it on a card or to provide me with a card?
It's not within policy, but I can.
Is it in your policy for him to provide it to me in his card? Okay, what's that badge number again?
You're getting pulled over right now.
I'm being pulled over and I'm detained.
Yes, I saw you exit the driver's seat of the vehicle, and I can't see into the car. Okay.
Yeah, and have an exemption. You see this? This is the exemption I'm talking about. It is to help protect the integrity of my skin after my face was burned off by sulfuric acid. Ultimately, it's going to be the reason I'm arrested. Burns? Okay. I have an exemption. So.
Okay, so the natural question anyone would ask here is, okay, just show me your paperwork and we'll leave it alone here. But
I have an exemption. So
just take a look at your paperwork.
No.
Okay, so my first thought was to have some sympathy for Pig, who, according to the auditor,
my face was burned off by sulfuric acid.
Claiming your face was burned off by sulfuric acid is a very troubling image. But this face appears stupid, but pretty much intact, with no scars or acid burns.
He's pulling you over. You're going to provide driver's license, registration, and insurance.
He did not pull me over.
Yep, right now you just told me you did.
He did not pull me over. I was standing out here.
He's pulling you over right this second.
I'm outside of a vehicle. Never was in a vehicle when I made contact.
The driver's seat of the vehicle. I saw you, so you can't say that you weren't driving this
You
car.
told me this was your car.
Oops, you told me this was your truck. Now comes the sounds of silence.
I'm outside of a vehicle. Never was in a vehicle when I made contact.
The driver's seat of the vehicle. I saw you, so you can't say that you weren't driving this
You
car.
told me this was your car.
So just provide me the documents, sir. Don't make this more difficult than it has to be.
Because you exited the freeway and spit rocks all over my windshield, trying to chase that car down. Are you going to admit that or not? Did you just spit rocks all over my truck right now, exiting the freeway on a non-exit?
Now remember, the auditor is claiming the trooper spit up rocks and damaged his windshield. We'll pay close attention to the next 10 seconds, since the auditor camera scans his entire front windshield, which he claims was damaged by the trooper.
Give me the paperwork out. Back up, back up. For my safety, I need you back up. I'm getting my paperwork out. I'm not going to reach in my glove box with you present with a weapon on you. Please back up so I can reach for my information.
Now I know there's more people in the car, right?
Please, can you roll the window up? No, not this, not this, no. I want the exemption for my neck. Give me the exemption.
I need your license, registration, and insurance. And then the exemption.
For what is your reason for the pullover?
I'm pulling you over because your window turns too dark.
You didn't pull me over.
Yes, you are being pulled over.
I'm not pulled over.
Because you say so? Driving a car, though, I need to see your
The
license.
driver of the vehicle.
No, he just said identify.
The driver of the vehicle shall identify themselves with the driver's license.
You just said identify. You just said identify, and I identified.
I need to verify you have a driver's license, yes.
You know, from the ongoing conversation, it appears that Pig doesn't have a current driver's license, since he insists that his identification is sufficient and meets the requirements of a traffic stop. But we all know that it don't.
I need to reach in there, and I'm not going to do it with you guys next to me. I don't want to get shot.
What are you reaching for?
What you're asking me for, sir?
Driver's license?
Identification, proof of insurance, registration. Run the name I just gave you, and give me the civil complaint, sir. I cannot reach for that with 3 armed thugs in front of me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to risk my life over a civil infraction, sir.
Last time when I asked you.
I do not want to risk my life over a civil infraction. Hold that, hold that. Roll the windows up, son. Lock the doors now. Lock it now!
Your vehicle's going to get towed.
Get in the driver's seat.
We gave you warning.
Roll the window up now.
Told you you
Roll the window up now. Sir, I did identify you. I need to reach for it, and I can't do it with you gentlemen behind me with armed.
I need to verify you have a driver's license.
And I can give you the ID. I can give you the whole damn shit.
You know, just when we thought this was over, Pig tells his son to roll up the window and get in the driver's seat. The sergeant informs Pig that the truck is getting towed. Pig ignores the sergeant and says,
That's my son.
I'm towing the vehicle.
You cannot tow my
Yes,
vehicle. What
when
are
you're
you?
going to jail, I'm going to tow the vehicle.
No, he's in possession of it. He's in possession of it.
well, the argument seems to be who's in possession, Pig's son or the sergeant. Let's find out.
He's in possession of it. He's in possession of it.
I'm in possession now.
Just in case you didn't hear it.
I'm in possession now.
All right, let's recap this thing. This auditor already had pending charges because Officer Escoboza already pounded his head into the ground once. He obviously is driving without a license. He had a tint exemption because, in his own words, sulfuric acid didn't just burn his face, but burned his face off.
This is the exemption I'm talking about. It is to help protect the integrity of my skin after my face was burned off by sulfuric acid.
And he's a terrible father for confronting police when his son is in the truck while they're on their way to a job site.
So I'm on my way to a job site that I've got a contract with.
The John Ligato Show is being broadcast from outside the gates of Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune in beautiful North Carolina. If you like the show, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and we don't ask for personal information. Semper Fidelis.